All right, welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Jay. I got another special guest in the building. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
Yo, my name is Elias, man, the CEO of Rich Man's Promotions.
All right, where you from, bro?
I'm from Chicago.
Like what side? South side? East
South
side?
side. Yeah.
What high school you went to?
I went to Thorn Ridge for my first semester, freshman year. And then that's when I transferred to Crete, Illinois.
Okay.
I was with my peoples out there, my parents.
Crete, that's like a little small town, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm going to just keep it like that. It's a little to itself type town. Like, I ain't even know nothing about it till my peoples moved that way.
Right. Is that like a little, like a suburb or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up out there?
Everybody was like to themselves. Like, it wasn't really I guess you could say it was just like a real organized area, I guess, because Thorn Ridge, it was more like, everybody that went to the middle school in the area. Crete, it was like you just have a variety of different type of people, and everybody just was in their own lane type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a little different.
Growing up, what would you say is one of the things you want to be growing up?
A boss of my own company. I ain't gonna lie. I knew I didn't want to work. I knew that for sure. Like, I was working when I was like younger coming up, and it was just like I couldn't get up and be on somebody else's schedule, and I started understanding like I'm really helping this man. It ain't going towards me for real. And then the fact they could just fire you whenever they want, not care about what you got going on. It's like I can't do like I can't live like that.
What age was you when you got your first job?
I was like 15. I was working at what was I working at? I was working at Honda, I think it was, up in the Masson Center or something like that. It was Planet Honda. That's what I was working at. My homie had put me on to that I went to high school with in Crete.
So was that like a car dealership or something?
Yeah, it's a car dealership. I was a porter. Like, we was washing cars, and I was cool with that because it was like kind of smooth. Like, we just take cars in, take them out the lot. We'd drive them to the gas station, put gas in it.
Yeah, I know it. I know what a porter is. I
Yeah.
did that with Enterprise.
Yeah.
I was the person that come pick you up and shit.
Yeah. They used to have us do that sometime. Like, go pick the customer up, bring them to their car, and woo. So I was like kind of smooth with that, but that went down south.
I low key liked it because I ain't really had like no overseer. You know what I'm saying? I did I still had a job to do.
Right.
Washing the car, that shit easy. You feel me?
That
ain't
shit's
hard. You feel me? Then going to pick up the customer, it got kind of weird though picking up the customers.
Yeah.
Because I had picked up this one dude one time, bro, and he hit my line. He was like, "You trying to smoke?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Nah, I ain't trying to smoke." He like, "We should kick it." I'm like, "The fuck, bro?" He came on to me, bro, super hard and aggressive. I had to block the nigga, bro. I'm like, I don't want your weed. I don't want to kick it, bro. Like, the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You got me fucked up. You feel me?
That's crazy.
It definitely rubbed me the wrong way. So after that, I was like, nah, I can't do this shit no more.
Yeah, that shit
I
over
needed something
with.
else. That shit just got weird quick.
Damn. I ain't never, that was the only thing, like, I never experienced nothing weird. When we picked up customers, it was more like, I feel you on the, like, okay, I guess I could say I came across something weird, but it was just a weird individual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody you just can't understand, like, why the way they is type shit. Like, It was just talking weird, and, their actions was a little weird. But I ain't never came across nobody that was, like, come on to me weird type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Every job I ever worked, bro, that shit happened to me. Like, I got some shit wrote on my face. Like, I work for Comcast, bro. I'll tell you this shit. I ain't never told nobody this shit. You probably the first person. Especially I ain't never said it on my platform.
Right.
So I'm in this dude crib, you feel me? I'm hooking up his internet and shit. So when I come in, like on his living room table, he got like gay pornos on there. You feel me? The tapes and shit. So I'm like, I know what the fuck going on in this bitch, bro.
Just on the table?
On the table, bro. Then try to put them bitches away, nothing,
right, none
bro.
Of that.
And I'm working in that area, too. So I'm like, all right, whatever, bro. So towards the end of the shit, the nigga asked me, do I want a popsicle? I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want no popsicle. You feel me? Like a normal person offer you some water or something. This nigga offered me popsicle.
Motherfucking pops.
Bro, I'm like, man, this shit is crazy, bro. Why niggas keep trying me, bro?
Yeah.
Nigga asked me, do I want a popsicle, bro?
I swear to God, I don't know how I react to some shit like that. Off back when you saying the shit on the table, I don't know. I would have probably just That was strike one. Bro. That was
a popsicle though,
a popsicle.
Like,
offer you a popsicle.
Fam,
that shit
what the fuck? So you trying to like?
Never.
Man, that shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
that was that. Wait, what job was that?
Comcast. I was a cable
Yeah.
man.
Oh, okay. So you having it? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Damn. Yeah, I know how that shit.
Being a cable man, wild job. Like you see a lot of shit, but just like you see, like bro, offer me the popsicle.
You get that weird shit
chicks.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know
Yeah. I know where you going.
There's
there,
a yin and a yang with that.
You're
shit.
right. Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
But you started working at 15?
Yeah, I started working at 15 when I was once I went to Crete, I met my homie now, and then he got me in a job. He was cool with his boss. And my homie was like a junior at the time. He was a little older. But I used to ride with him to school and shit because he stayed across the street from me.
Yeah.
So he got me in there. I was there for like a year before shit had went left.
Damn, bro. I got my first job when I was like 17, and my uncle, he had a valet company. So he hired us, you know, he paid us little shit. You know what I'm saying? He was getting down on us, but shit, we was still making more bread than, you know, most people we was going to school with.
Anyone
so we was winning on Mike's, Tim's, all that shit.
You
know?
So
anything is a lot to a young kid in high school.
Oh, bro, like for real though. I used to just, when I got my check, my parents used to just let me do shit, whatever I wanted to do with it. Like, go ahead, you earned the shit.
But you say you noticed that you didn't want to work for nobody. You feel me? Like, how's that carried over? Because everybody say they want to be an entrepreneur and they think being an entrepreneur is fun and cool.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of work going to working for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. It's a whole lot of work. I probably, man, when I noticed I didn't want to work for nobody, it was probably like, man, halfway into that job. I was just like, I actually knew before then that I didn't want to because I started my promotion company like 2014, I would say.
Okay, so
it was just social media though. You know what I mean? I ain't never really put in hard work into it. It was just like I was just supporting people, like the little artists I knew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Around that time, I started knowing a lot of entrepreneurs that was trying to start something. And it was like they ain't have a supporting system. You feel what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't have them type people that support them daily or the people that, regardless if you got to pay for it or not, like they don't really have people that repost what they doing or, you feel what I'm saying? So I was just like, let me start a promotion company. Let me see how that go. And it took me a minute to come up with the name. And I ain't even really like the name at first, but it was like, I always had a rich mindset. So it was like, you know, the way I think of things, the way I was doing it, it was thorough. Like I always made sure I did it with like confidence and everything. I ain't never downplay nobody. I ain't never got all the hate out my heart. I ain't never had none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it was just like coming up into this shit and supporting people. I seen the love that I got back from it. So it was like, all right, keep going harder. That's when I started doing like open mic events. I had my artists to come perform. While they performing, I had photographers come to shoot. You feel what I'm saying? I had some a podcast come to shoot interviews for the artists right after they done. They'd go to a back room, a soundproof room. They'll shoot the interview. We'll get that done. Like, it was a lot of networking I was doing. And when I noticed my first event, I noticed how many people came out, and I was nervous, too. Like, my first event, I did not know how many people was going to come. We filled up the room. Like, it was like 30 to 40 people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was just like, all right, I can keep doing this. And it all started from social media, though. But when I first brought it to that first event, that was like my first in-person. Everybody see what I'm about to bring to the table. It was perfect, bro. And then I did it downtown. So it was like, you know.
How much of your start was actually just doing free work?
Shit, probably almost the first 2 years.
Motherfuckers don't be understanding,
bro.
Don't
understand that shit. Yeah, it take a minute till you get that money coming in. But it's like when it started coming in, if you've been doing everything right since jump, when it started coming in, it's going to come in easy. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't really got to be no hassle to it. Like, it's most definitely a weight, though. I ain't going to lie. I was like, sometimes I got demotivated off the stuff because it was like, damn.
I ain't getting no bread from
you
this
feel
shit.
What I'm saying? Like, but I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep doing it. It'll be some times I took a few months off and won't post or support nothing. It was because I was really just getting my mind right to see exactly what could I change up, what could I do that'll enhance everything. Yeah. That's when I figured it out, and I was just like, all right, bet. I'm finna make me a website. I'm finna have an app. And you know what I'm saying? I started going into other things. That brought more attention. Then the people, once they get to know me, that brought more attention. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody word to mouth with everything. So,
a lot of people don't be understanding that grind, bro. Like,
Yeah.
And like you say, a lot of people get turned off by not making no bread. But what I learned, because I was in a similar situation as you, we had a website, we was promoting people for free,
Right.
and we was trying to figure out how to monetize it. And a lot of times you can monetize something too early. You ever seen the Facebook movie?
Yeah.
And they had that conversation like, bro, it's not time to monetize this shit. Like, we don't even know what it is yet. So a lot of people will rush that process and they'll ruin what they doing just because they so focused on getting to the money. You know what I'm saying? But you had a lot. You was offering a lot, bro, to go from on stage performance to an interview. Like, that's just different right there. And you giving the artist something that they can use and promote and highlight you on, my baby.
Yeah, it was most definitely like when I was doing it at the time, bro, I ain't even gonna lie, I didn't even know what I was capable of until like now. Like, everything hit me now. Like, damn, I really was doing, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't really hit me at the time, but I really was doing that shit and really was like supporting them artists. Like, I was pushing them. Some of them is doing real good right now too. Like, it was like, okay, bet. And I just seen like the artists I was actually promoting, they didn't have no supporting system. Like, you feel what I'm saying? When I had them perform, half them artists, that was their first performance. So it was like, damn, like, I actually did do something that I wanted to do. I did want to put people on. That was my main thing. Like, in Chicago, on top of that, I started out in here. So it was like, fuck it, I'm finna put everybody on that I know of for right now. They bring in people, more people just start coming in, and I'm going to help. Like, ooh. It started going, man, I got promotion packages that come with studio time. While you in the studio, I have my photographers come to shoot. We have a vlog, a studio vlog, and ooh. It'd be a lot of little benefits that'll come with it. It's just now, if you buy that certain package, I could do more. And if you don't have much, I could still do something with you. You feel what I'm saying? I can still promote you. It ain't much to do that. You feel me? Like, I always show love, so that shit come back times 3. I ain't gonna lie.
Artists nowadays, even brands in general, you know what I'm saying? They don't understand how it don't cost a lot of money to promote yourself, but it definitely costs money to, you know what I'm saying, just get that real look and just for people to take you serious. So for you to offer all these things and packages, bro, and I went on there and I checked out some of the packages and none of them taxing, bro. Like,
bro.
Low key, them affordable ass packages,
you feel
bro.
me, on some smooth shit. Like, I got the main package that I tell artists to get is the $80 package. That's just social media promotion. That way I could push out the promotion like through an ad for worldwide for about 3 days. Or, you feel what I'm saying? Just to get you thrown everywhere instead of just my crowd in Chicago. So I always just made sure it's like, you going to get a bang for your buck. I ain't really going to eat off that. You feel what I'm saying? It's not nothing, you know. I always made sure I showed more love than what I'm trying to ask for. Like, at all times. And it came back. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The love that I be getting, it be like, I could go places and the people that I know that they'll make sure I'm straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, he cool. That's bro. That's woo.
Bro, like I just said, I looked at your packages and none of them bitches taxing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm an artist, bro, I should be willing to give you that bread with no problem, bro.
Saying, bro.
And then at the same time, if I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, let me create a budget just to work with you, bro.
Exactly.
Because like you say, you got studio time, you got interviews, you got photographers, bro. So if I could do just the studio time and a photographer every month, I'm winning, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm winning.
Because at the same time of doing that, I would be making sure, like, see, the reason why I add my photographers in it, because I make sure your social media is up to point. You feel what I'm saying? You want to show photos to look more professional. You feel what I'm saying? All that add together as an artist or whatever you doing. It'll all come together later like, oh, okay, yeah, now his page starting to look up to point. You feel me? Not know you got somebody taking a picture of you or woo-woo. Like, you know, it's all up to an artist standpoint. I want you to feel like you that important person before you is. Like,
facts.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's always been about to me. I always noticed that too. Like,
What's been that moment for you where you was like, damn, bro, look what I built?
Shit, probably like, I'll probably say these last 2 years I've been really holding things in, like really been taking it in. Like, I know what I got now. You know what I mean? At first it was like I was still building up to that confidence to see exactly what I had, because sometimes it take for you to do it to know like, oh, okay, this what's gonna happen or this what's gonna come to me. Woo-woo. So like the last 2 years I just been sitting with shit. I was like, and the people I've been coming across too. Like some of the people I've been coming across I didn't think I would come across, you know? So it just be like, okay, yeah, I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something right. I just kept going with the flow and just kept being loyal to everybody I meet. Like, that's all it really be. I ain't never crossed nobody, so it just come back like love, bro.
Bro, the internet is a beautiful place,
Yes,
especially when you use it the correct way.
Yeah.
Like, before you came in here, we was just having conversations. Like, bro asked me, like, is it anybody I wouldn't work with? And off the top of my head, I couldn't think of nobody.
Yeah.
But the only time I wouldn't work with somebody if they got too much negativity going on, you know what I'm saying? Then I just simply can't attach my name to that.
Yeah.
But if you out here doing something positive, bro, like I say, I don't care how many followers you got. You can have one fucking follower.
Bro, yeah.
Like, you can come sit in here, chop it up with me, because I don't know you from a can of paint, bro.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You hit me like, man, I'm trying to get an interview. We sitting here, and like I enjoy these conversations because I get to learn something about somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't go too deep into researching for my interviews. Like, I really want them to be organic conversations. Bro.
Yeah.
And just sitting here with you right now, bro, like, to see where you started at 2014, it's 2021 now, bro. A lot of people would have gave up. You know what I'm saying? Because I done gave up a lot of times and started over or just, you know what I'm saying, rebranding myself in a different type of way. So to see that you stayed on your path, you know what I'm saying, and that shit starting to pay off for you, bro, like, that's special because a lot of people don't get the build. Like, a lot of niggas say they got it out the mud. Really, not too many got it out the mud, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
for sure,
man,
I feel that.
That shit different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that for sure, bro.
Building a platform that one benefits you, but at the same time, it benefit other people more than it do you. Like,
you feel me?
That's special. Bro.
Yeah.
That's special.
Yeah. I'm glad you put it that way because that's exactly how it is. Like, that's exactly how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I am supporting myself, but low-key, I'm really putting y'all on above me. Fact. You know what I'm saying? I always looked at it like, if I could put my artists in position, I'm going to just expect for them to come back. Like, yeah, I always perform at your events, bro, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. That's all I need. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to get it anyway.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be. Exactly. Like, I ain't finna force nothing up. Then another thing, when you said the negative energy, that's why I could never support artists that speak on their ops, or it's hard for me to put that on my platform because it'd be like, I feel like you stuck in a phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I support you, it ain't for you to get attention from anything else but yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really be having time for people to diss their ops and been a few artists, and it'd be like, oh yeah, I could take the money and, you know, do whatever that I do with the other artists, but it'd be like, I don't even really want y'all around my artists. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all on. So much going on in Chicago, especially if you from it, you know, like, gotta watch who you really connect yourself with. I be protecting my energy.
Bro, it's so much power in saying no. And growing up, I never understood that. You know what I'm saying? It's like any chick I came across, I was taking them down. You know what I'm saying? I had to grow up to understand, like, nah, bro, you don't want to take that down. You know what I'm saying? And that go with business too. You know what I'm saying? And in certain situations, no matter how much money is presented to me, I have to be a man. I had to be man enough to say, nah, I don't want that type of money. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know how supporting one person could affect you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? That might diminish your brand.
Man, bro, mess up everything that you got going on. And it's just from you trying to hurry up and rush to get a payment.
Facts.
That was my main thing. Like, when I ain't get no payments or no money coming in for about 2 years, it was like, I still got to stick to myself. And I just knew, like, ever since a shorty, I never gangbanged a day in my life. I had my homies want me to, back in, like, middle school, I had my homies want me to join a clique. And it was like, I just knew none of that was me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really, and I didn't need none of that. Like, literally, I still was protected from my homies without doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't nobody just disrespect me or woo-woo. Like, it was just off of strictly love. Like, don't mess with bro. Bro ain't, you feel me? He ain't messing with you. He don't gangbang him. Woo-woo. So it'd be like, it's certain ways of life that I feel like people think they got to do something to get this, or they got to go this route to woo-woo. Like, bro, you could really be yourself and get as much love as you never thought you would. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of ways to it, bro, but I most definitely appreciate the way that I did bring myself up myself. Like, literally the way I just made sure I stayed out of other people's ways. I always stayed in my lane. I ain't about to try to tell you whenever somebody play their song and they be like, oh, bro, you fuck with it? Yeah, I fuck with it. If you fuck with it, I fuck with it. Because at the end of the day, I don't really listen to a lot of type of artists. It'd be a certain day where I could listen to a certain type song. Yeah. I don't listen to Drake a lot. You feel what I'm saying? I don't listen to mainstream artists for real, for real.
You in it.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm really in it now. I really feel like it's because of I promote upcoming artists, and I feel like they come hard just as much. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it'd be like, man, everything could just be the way you want it to be, bro.
You know, it always was a fascination of mine to how people come to this mindset of how they think. You know what I'm saying? Like staying away from the streets, staying away from the gangs, being able to say no at a young age. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's how you're raised, you know what I'm saying, how your parents have raised you, things you've seen growing up, you know what I'm saying. My case, you know, I don't know how I became, you know what I'm saying. Like it was all just organically who I am as a person. I never wanted to gangbang, you feel me. I still kicked it with, you know what I'm saying, who I kicked it with, but I ain't never just like, let's go blow at this nigga type
you
shit.
feel
me?
You know exactly.
Or let's just go do some bullshit for no reason. I'll tell you another story, bro. I went to Harlan. You know what Harlan at?
Oh, where is it?
It's on 96 in Michigan.
Okay.
So I went to Harlan, bro. And you know, damn, what the fuck? You know what Princeton Park is? So I was, in my freshman year, I was hanging with some niggas that was from Princeton Park and shit. And they like, man, this is what they did, bro. They got out of school, they walked down the street and just beat up random people, bro. And I'm kicking it with them one time, bro. I'm kicking it with them. And they just randomly just beat up this little boy. And I'm like, the fuck is going on here? Like, you know what I'm saying? He took his bus card and everything. So I'm like, all right, that was the only day I kicked it with them. I ain't kicking with them no more because I couldn't just understand just bullying motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it always fascinated me how people think and how people come to just being a stand-up person, you know what I'm saying? Especially at a young age, because trying to fit in is real, bro.
Hell yeah.
And I got kids of my own, and I be trying to tell them, like, bro, you ain't got to do nothing that nobody else telling you to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they got to put that information to use when they put in that situation. And I just don't know how I became that type of person, bro.
I think it was all in your mental, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It had to be who I was.
It had to be.
Who I was born to be type shit.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah. That shit was all inside you the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's just really like you had to bring that shit out and put it to play. Because a lot of people will say some shit that they want to be about and they don't really be about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say how you going to move when you don't move that way. People going to look at your character like, you ain't thorough, you ain't official. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know so many people that is, oh yeah, bro, I'm going to do this and that. Then they'll just be like, when you going to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, just stick to your word, bro, or don't say it at all. You know what I'm saying? People say stuff and they don't understand. Like, some people going to expect you to live up to that. You can't just walk around and just say anything, bro.
Facts.
Like, that, I always paid attention to that, too. So, you most definitely just pulled it out of you, bro. That's what's up, though, for real.
Bro, it was a time in life where me and my homie, we had built a platform in Chicago. You feel me? It was one of the biggest platforms in Chicago, hands down. Can't nobody tell me nothing different.
For sure.
And it was like, this was the time where Chicago was blowing up the Chief Keef era. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I was cool with both sides. So I'm gonna tell you, I was cool with Dirk and I was cool with JoJo World. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I had already connected with Dirk. And then I had connected with JoJo Brother Swag. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I had did something with Swag, and he disrespected Dirk to a point that I didn't feel good about what the fuck I was doing as far as covering Chicago music. You know what I'm saying? Because he got disrespectful as hell, bro. And I had already had a relationship with Dirk, so I couldn't be mad that Dirk stopped fucking with me like he did, because motherfuckers put that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, it was like, man, the views didn't equate to that relationship. You know what I'm saying? But in Chicago, you can't play both sides.
You can't.
That's how you end up dead out here. You know what I'm saying? So it was at that moment, bro, that I rethunk everything that I had ever done. And I was like, bro, I can't do this shit no more. We cannot do shit like this. And we can't even get this type of shit a platform, bro.
Exactly. It's like you gotta dead that shit out every time. Like, whenever you see it's two sides that just ain't gonna allow no middle. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I can't. That's why I never do the shit with the op shit. I can't. It's gonna be picking a side regardless. Because if I don't go get that op that you was just speaking about and bring him into the studio, it's gonna look like I'm on your side. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do that. You feel me? So
definitely
like,
get put in a weird situation.
Yeah, it puts you in a weird ass situation. It's crazy because I ain't never really had to experience it to know, like, I ain't about to be put in no, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I just always do, like, man, motherfucker see you playing both sides, or motherfucker see you on a certain side, they gonna think a certain way. It's like, let me make sure I just don't involve myself with none of that.
Bro, in Chicago, the wrong place to do that. You know
oh, hell yeah.
Definitely the wrong place to do that. I've had people, because I just started back doing interviews, I'm going to say last year. I've been doing it solid for a year. Before that, my homie used to do the interviews, and we did interviews probably for like 3-4 years, you know what I'm saying? And he was one of the GOATs at this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't research you or nothing. He'd just sit and have a conversation with you, which is how I conduct my interviews now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was other people doing interviews, and they're sliding my DM on some beefing about interviews type shit. Yeah. I'm like, bro, like, this is an interview, my nigga. Like, you trying to say you doing better interview? I don't care, bro. Do your interview. You know what I'm saying? The fuck. So I know how weird this Chicago shit gets, especially when it's competition. And I've never wanted to compete with other people. Like, bro, I'd rather bring you on my platform and we can share the platform. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you do the same for me. Like, we ain't got to beef for some space that neither one of us own.
Right.
Like, nigga, anybody could do this shit.
Yeah, that's crazy as hell, though.
So, but that's, once that go back to me being, involved in that negative circle. Right. You know what I'm saying? All the negativity was starting to come to me.
Okay.
So once I got out of that shit, now, ain't nobody, well, if they beefing with me now, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Just because I surround myself with a different type of energy, you know what I'm saying? We doing something different up here, you know? Always, bro, like you say, don't never accept some shit you know you're not supposed to accept. It's going to put you down the wrong path. Yeah. You already headed where you want to head, you know what I'm saying? So keep going that way.
Yeah, because once you make that one wrong turn, it's raps. It's raps. Like, it could just mess up your whole little situation, whatever you got going on. It could just ruin everything just from you just not really thinking it through. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do take my time. Like, I still take my time. I still take months off. That be me, my fall off, I guess I'd say. Like, you know what I'm saying? I take months. I don't care. Like, I won't come back till my mind is right and I know exactly something new that I want to bring to the table.
How important is it for you to be surrounded by like-minded people? Because I know sometimes you can have just that one person around you that's saying, "Oh no, you shouldn't do it like this. You should do it like that." That's critiquing you for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
I sat around that like all my life. Like I sat around people saying, "Oh, you should do this, or you should do it like this," or even for like my events, I had people, "Oh yeah, you should set it up like this, or have me part of this and this and that." I had people people wanted to be my assistant, the whole nine. But it's just be like, I guess you could just say I just knew from the jump what I did want to do. And I always knew, like, I didn't want to put anybody 2 cents in on nothing that I did because of the fact of I don't want to have to blame nobody for anything that go left or right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know if I do everything the way I wanted it to be, if it go downhill, that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? Or if it go up here, I know that's all me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me just stick to myself with this shit. You know, not go off anything. But I had a lot of people trying to put their 2 cents in on almost everything I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I ain't even gonna lie to that. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, a lot of people say they want to be a boss. They think they could be a boss. Now, what I know about being a boss is a boss not necessarily a boss, you know what I'm saying? He willing to empower other people, you know what I'm saying? A boss is a great team player that know how to pull out the greatness around, the people around him, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just think a boss is like a iron fist that just ruling shit. Like, nah, bro. A boss is somebody that, hey, I know what you special at. I'm going to surround you with shit that you can be special at. I ain't even got to talk to you because I know you special at that shit. Just do your shit, you know what I'm saying? So, how much, like, explain the word boss to you?
Man, I say boss is just really, like, leadership. Like, shit, it ain't, and another thing, like, it ain't just one boss in a circle. Everybody bosses. You know what I'm saying? Everybody bosses in their own ways. Whatever they special at, like how you just said, whatever you special at doing, I ain't got to say nothing to you. You know your position. You already know what you good at. Ain't nothing else. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a team. You got a point guard, shooting guard. Well, everybody got to play their role. They all bosses. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the media can make it seem like, oh, he over y'all, or woo, like how they say LeBron is, but LeBron, I already know, bro. Do not be up in there. Oh yeah, I'm this and that, I'm King James and da da da. Right. That man is telling them how to be bosses. If they don't feel like they're a boss, he gonna make them feel like one. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I look at that shit as leadership, for real, for real. Like I lead more than I talk. Like I ain't gotta tell you much. I just do it, and you could see off of me. No matter what I go through, no matter what's going on, I keep pushing. If you could go off of me for motivation, let's do it. You a boss, bro. It's just whoever call themselves a boss. If you moving like one, it'll be shown through the people that surrounded around you. Like some people will be a boss or say they're a boss, and their whole circle just be sitting under them and don't know what to do until that boss say something or know what to do or what. Like man, every boss that be around me, bro, all my homies, I tell them themselves like y'all bosses. Like y'all literally can motivate me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all motivate me when y'all keep pushing or y'all tell me how y'all happy for me and this and that. So, boss to me, bro, is most definitely leadership. I ain't gonna lie.
Where you trying to take this, man? Like, what's some of the goals you have?
I want me a headquarters, bro. I want me I want a whole headquarters. Like, I would say like a lounge so I could throw my own events and rent it out. And then I just want my top floor to be for my office. That's just so I could do my meetings and stuff, you know. Because right now what I'm doing with my app, I'm having a lot of meets downtown with people, with entrepreneurs, photographers, models, just so I could get them into the community app and see what they gonna bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? So I most definitely say I want me a headquarters, just an office front with just like a sports bar with a little, how could I say? Just like with a little, just someone to perform, just a little medium stage type thing with a little bar on the side or something like that, just so I could host my own events and keep shit rolling and not have to stop and go do this and that. Because at first when I was trying to do events, I'd go around trying to look for lounges and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay this person. So it's just like really I want to eliminate having to pay so many ways to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I most definitely say my headquarters. I just don't know where. I do know I want to have one in Chicago where I started my business. And I do want to break off to like LA if it, you know what I'm saying? If I get up there, I'm most definitely take my shit to LA. Just where it's busy at. I always like downtown areas, you know.
What would you say is some advice you would give your younger you if you could?
Oh, that's crazy you say that because I've been thinking about that myself. That I give my younger self, man. I'll probably have to say, just stick to what I've been doing. Like, you know, just stick to yourself, really. Like if I was to ever really tell my younger self, I ain't even gonna lie, it would most definitely be that. Just stick to what you know you best at, what you know you want to do. Don't go off road with nothing. Like literally, everything since a shorty, I've been in my own lane. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to really tell my younger self, bro, stick to what you're doing. You got it for sure. You feel me?
All right, now for the people that want to get in tune with you or figure out everything you got going on or just see the packages, like how do they do that?
You could follow my Instagram page, it's Rich Minds Promotions. My music page is Rich Minds Music. And my website is richmindspromotions.com.
All right, bro, I want to salute you for sliding through, chopping it up with me. You feel me? Like, this is how easy it is. Just come sit with me. Like, you send me a message. You feel me? We figured out the particulars, and now we here. You know,
right?
Like I say, man, as long as I got a platform, I want to give other people the platform to shine and be great. Because it might be somebody out here, they just started they shit, or they 2-3 years in, and they might hear what you just said, bro, about wanting to give up and not being paid for 2 years, bro. Like, sometimes you gotta thug this shit out, and it's special when you could look at and find other people. And I ain't even talking about like major celebrities. I'm talking about normal people that you can just see walking down the street in everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So it's special when people could see that and they could watch you grow. You know what I'm saying? Watch your progression. Imagine we did this interview and then in 5 years you in LA with it, like you said.
Right, like I said,
You know what I'm saying? Then that give motivation to other people to chase their dreams and go do what the fuck they need to do.
Exactly.
Because none of this shit easy. Ain't nothing gonna be handed to you. You know, this shit hard work. You know, blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, brother.
So salute to you for just thugging it out, bro. Because a lot of people give up, man. This entrepreneur entrepreneur life, this shit is not easy, bro. And like you say, you may take 2 months off. You
right?
feel me?
Yeah.
I know I found myself like, man, I done took the whole week off. You feel me? That work still got to get done.
Yeah. You know what you gotta do for yourself. That be the thing. That's why I say, like, if I take months, I just know, like, when I come back, I gotta come back hard.
Oh my,
because I did take those months. You feel
facts.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro.
Hey, I ain't getting paid for playing Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to you and everything you got going
Appreciate
on,
it, bro.
on my
sure.
baby.
Appreciate you for having me, gang.
No doubt, man. This has been another episode of Conversations with Jay.
Yeah.